Sometimes you just need one for the gays.
We're theater people. We know how to turn cardboard into gold.
You think this is fun and games? It's not fun. It's art.
There are so few true, pure comedy films out there nowadays that if you don't scream from the rooftops in joy and jubilation when a good one actually comes along, then you're actively participating in the downfall of the genre. And already, a lot of the best comedy films, true, just pure, straight-up comedy films coming out nowadays are these kind of things, you know, smaller projects driven by one passionate force of nature, like Mollygordon. Theatercamp stars Ben Platt, Molly Gordon, ayoedibiri, and more as the counsellors at a summer camp in a movie that doesn't get invaded by a serial killer. Yeah, somehow it's worse. It's a drama kid camp that gets invaded by a straight white man. Yeah, when the creator of their camp goes into a coma, these people are left with her slight idiot son trying to run the camp and keep things together and not get it foreclosed on, all the while they're trying to put on their annual summer productions. And it is just one of those films that has no right being as good as it is. It honestly makes me like, it forces me into comparisons with things like Ghostbusters for just how many times you actually have to watch it to understand all of the jokes and references and things going on, because there's just so much comedy just jam-packed in here that it should be too much. It should feel overloaded. And I imagine for a lot of actual theater kids, they probably get like super just like overstimulated watching it, but it is perfect. It's filmed in this documentary style. You've got Ben Platt there as the self-important drama guy who thinks he's just so much better than he is. Oh. He really nails that role, I gotta say. I could believe he'd actually like that. Molly Gordon is there as this kind of weird crystal lady. She doesn't actually use crystals, but I don't know how else to describe her vibe. You've got ayoedibiri there as she's basically just saying what the fuck is going on all the time. And I just love this because it's got from literally calling these children virgins, just like to their face at times, to having, like just showing a full-on woman in a coma on stage. It's just got 100 different laugh out loud moments. The writing is so aggressively gay that it could melt the face off a Republican. Raiders of the Lost Ark style, yeah. The best part about this for me is that it doesn't seem like a lot of the people in this are acting. Like, I mean, any kids that are starring in films at this age are just those theater kids for sure. And like Molly Gordon did help write this and base the whole idea off of experiences that her and her friends like Ben Platt had at these kind of camps when they were kids. And you can see both how you would absolutely want to go there and run away so far, so fast. This is pretty much Wet Hot American Summer, Glee version. Like, it's... And you would think I'm making that comparison because Wet Hot American Summer is also set at a summer camp. No, it's because it is the only film I can think of that is so irreverent, so over-the-top, nonsensical, and so funny, just plain funny, that it gets away with not having any sort of cohesive story. Like, this isn't as bad for it as that was, and I would almost say this is the better film. That is such a classic. It's tough, but it is literally the only other film that I can think of that's got that kind of energy to it, that you just don't even remotely question what's going on or why there's no real story because you don't care, because it's just that well put together. I love that they used the mockumentary style. I think that was perfect for it, and I think it's just so well acted. There are so many... I know there's not a lot of kids that have more than a few lines in this, but all of the kid actors felt just so... perfect. I'm not exactly a theater kid. Okay, a little bit. But I do feel like this is almost a comic book adaptation. When you get one of those, like, nerds get a little something extra from it for understanding absolutely every little reference and everything that's going on. But people who just want to watch the film are going to enjoy it too. I feel like this is that for gay children instead of nerd children. There's definitely some crossover. It's the kind of thing that if you are a theater kid, you're going to really love it. And if you hate theater kids, you're kind of going to love it as well. Like, it's got such a great vibe to it. It is so consistently, I wouldn't even use the word consistently, I would say just irreparably funny. It's constant, and I've watched it I think 3 times now, and each time it just gets funnier because I just catch more and more of the things. And I continually, like, there's so many bits that are so crazy funny that I forget about some of them. And then when it comes around again, I get caught out and guffaw, like proper belly laugh out loud all over again. It is wonderful. I think Molly Gordon is fantastic. I would love to see more from her on the kind of writing and directing side. Ben Platt is always great, especially when he gets to just kind of be himself a little bit. And I'm giving Audra McDonald, Adina Menzel, We Are Gay Witches, and This Is Our Spell, 4.5 stars. There's no other group like Theatre Kids. They have this total understanding of why people don't like them, and they don't care. If you don't admire that, it is because they just, because they're like that, and then they're so brazenly out there like that, like such main character energy, that it just becomes annoying again, Subscribe for more hard truths.